completed his PhD from National University of Malaysia. Now I would like to call upon the stage Dr. Dr. Rohit Verma sir for addressing the session.
First of all, I would like to thank Professor Dr. Ashish for inviting me and giving me the opportunity to speak here. Thanks to all stakeholders present here and faculty members, including all my lovely students, those who are around, including beyond the wall itself. So, sorry for the bit delayed because of some unforeseen reasons. Today, when the things came to in my knowledge that Professor Ashish Singh has invited me, and I thought that what we speak, so it should penetrate your gut feeling. Part of the reason is the topic I choose here, the professionalism and ethics, which is one most important topic to understand when you are in the healthcare profession. Many of you might have noticed when the COVID came and a lot of unprofessional practices and unethical concerns pop up in healthcare sector. You were demanded for high cost medicines, you were demanded for high cost and high price of oxygen cylinders, you were demanded for beds, ICU and different medical equipment and devices. I thought that before to teach any subject to our graduates, it is very much important to tell them the significance of professionalism and ethics. Once we have a white coat on our body, how much is your impact to the public, how public looking on you with a lot of expectation from you. So how to maintain the expectation, how to be preserved for your profession, so the people should not finger that on your profession and professional integrity. So looking here, without much delay, just introducing my background, I spent 12 years in Malaysia, Kuala Lumpur, with International Medical University. It's quite beautiful country, and I always suggest you must visit there instead of Thailand. Must go Malaysia. It's a very beautiful place. These are our pharmacy graduates from their university, International Medical University, Malaysia. And since I have completed 10 years there, so it's a lifelong time. I spent there almost 1 decade of my life. That is the honor here. So coming back to the topic, and I have dedicated for 1 hour or 45 minutes here to give some brief idea about you, the importance of professionalism and ethics in our life. Now the problem starts from here is, when every institute, every university, they want which rank? So every organization, no matter is India, no matter is any other country, they want #1 position. How many organizations can be on the #1 position? How many students can be topper of the class? Finally, what's happening is actually it's giving the pressure on organization, pressure on the faculty members, pressure on the students, because we have to uplift our organization. Competition is cutthroat competition in the market. If you see, when people compare, they give the rank, right? Discrimination, like rank 1, rank 2, rank 3, best institute of the Purvanchal side, best institute of the India, best institute of Southeast Asia, best institute of Europe. But there is a number. That number always will push you hard to get up to. So somehow it is good for screening purpose that which institution is completing the minimum norms. As I recall, 1995-96, Professor Ashish Singh is here. We have several classes under the tree. So almost I'm talking after 25 to 30 years. So the reason is, when you don't know what do you expect from the organization is the minimum resource which can make you better professional or better healthcare provider. This is not really necessary to be compare yourself with any other organization. As long as they have educated you, they have given enough morals to you. And we believe that once you joining the professional courses, you are already moral candidate. I am not talking here about the knowledge, I am not talking here about intellect and others. I am talking here just your good habits, good practices. So you have good practices, right? If you check your report cards of the schools, you have A grade, most of you. We never give B in general because you will suffer in later if I see that why B, because every interview may ask you why B. Correct? So we always love to give A grade. So if you go back to Harvard, Oxford, Massachusetts, Yale University or Philadelphia University or any top universities, we say these organizations, these universities are the best universities of the world. The question arises again that who make them best? Is the building, infrastructure, are the teachers are best quality or the students are the best quality of them? So it's the overall structure, meaning from the infrastructure to the resources to the faculty members, those who are doing the job, including the screening of the students is very difficult to reach there. That makes the rank of the university, where you feel that penetration is not easy to get admission. But again, most of the time when we keep on talking, study, do something good, do something great, that one, this one, what's going on actually is an inspiration, motivation we used to give as a teacher. Sometimes some students feel it's overburdened. Specifically, some maybe not good in writing, maybe not good in recall, maybe not good in intellect, but maybe very good in innovation. But there is no question paper on the innovation. There is no question paper on the discovery. The question paper is on pharmacy subjects, what we are teaching you. So sometimes you may get diverted. Sometimes you may involve into the wrong practices which are not really good to go there. So the reason behind it to be how to inculcate the good behavior, which is very much important, because you wanted to be a doctor, pharmacist, nurse, whatever is healthcare profession. First thing, you must have a good human being character, good behavior, which is most important, and that is we never examine that one. We only observe, and we used to say as a teacher, this is not good, this is good. Giving the hint to you, because you are not going to cross any examination, but you are responsible for good behavior. How many of you know about him? Have you ever seen the face of? This is the Harold Shipman, the doctor, physician, decided to terminate his candidature because of serious involvement into the white powder distribution. White powder here is, he belongs to the very poor family. He has worked very good, fantastically, and reached to this level and going to be cross the MBBS examination, final year. I believe that termination of this candidate will hurt him badly, and he may choose some negative path which may be wrong for community in future. So he did the favor. The dean wrote the favorable letter to the management that I want this candidate in, because I believe if we take any punishment or hard action on him, it can be get problem. What happened finally? He was responsible for 215 known deaths to whom he himself sacrificed. So what was his nature once he became doctor? He do not like any patient who spend more time on the bed. So one place he has given, finally he got 215 deaths involvement. The moral of the story is here, why I am telling this story to you is, when you are in the profession and when any misconduct happen or unethical concern happen or unprofessional conduct happen, never excuse any student, because if he able to graduate, what he will do finally? We are the people those who are ensuring your character, meaning we are inculcating you as a pharmacist. You are going in a ward, going to touch my patient. We spend 10 years, 15 years, 20 years with you to inculcate in impression that you will never harm my patient knowingly. So if you doubt any character, if you doubt any student which is unethical in practice, which is not safe for the patient, which is not good to allow into the ward to touch the patient, better to stop here before he limelight your organization. Because you know the newspapers, how they are, the student of the institute involved into this practice. This is the headline. So you are spending huge sweat to inculcate the means to develop the organization, to build the organization. Up to 20 years, maybe there is no issue. One single student misconduct may give the image of the organization which you never be expecting. So that is how we should be very serious about it. So we are in the profession here, you know, in any place. Some people would like to become doctor, pharmacists, nurses, biomedical candidates. There are hundreds of professions. But how many of you are fully aware about? The company would like to check your discipline. You should not be frustrated during the work. Okay? You should not be burned out. So your behavior is very much important once you grow. Commitment to service, once you join any organization, either hospital, pharmacy or any place, there you have to show the commitment. So university education, I always say, like, or the institution, when you are learning together, it gives a lot. Like you may be unfortunate during the COVID sitting in a house, correct? You may have noticed something you are missing, but now you feel something good, because the education is not only the subject. The education is to meeting to the teachers, to see the campus, talk to the students, peers, seniors, juniors, meeting with the staff on the other time, enhancing your intellect, which is very much important, which you cannot learn under the four wall of sitting in a house. So that is how, when you spend here 4 years, you are going to become pharmacist, registered pharmacist. You are getting the green book in your hand, giving lot of rights, and if you open the last page of the book, you will get code of conducts. None of you might have seen that code of conduct. You might be noticed only when you do some misconduct. Your court will ask you to give me the license, and they will read line number 3, section number 4. What is stated here? You went against this conduct, you did misconduct, you are going to be penalized. Okay? So it's a very serious job. What the profession is going to give in your hand means managing patient is not easy. Managing patient is not easy, because sooner or later, any time, if you are in casual in behavior, you are not serious. Be ready for the complaint when you bring your wife mother, father or brother at any time, and if you see that doctor or pharmacist is not behaving properly, you cannot complain if you are not following the same. So you must be disciplined as well in your profession. And what is the professionalism? When we say the professionalism allow you to think critically, to communicate with others, okay, be ethical, and most important is being humanitarian. You must be human. The person is associated with humanity. Otherwise, most of the men and men, okay, we never say human to everyone. Who is the person who is with humanity is only human. Okay. So do you feel that can unprofessional conduct during the student days lead to trouble while he is practicing pharmacist or physician in the later life? Yes or no? किसी बच्चे ने अगर मिसकंडक्ट किया है अपने स्कूल में, ठीक है, आपको लगता है कि इस मिसकंडक्ट का कोई रिलेशनशिप हो सकता है फ्यूचर में? होता है. That is how we say yes. We did one study in UK. Whoever the professional candidate is doing any misconduct, like doctors, engineers, pharmacists, nurses, when they are involved into the wrong practices, what we do, we go back to their primary school to meet the class teacher to further review when this candidate was under high school, preschool, what type of bad activities did you notice during that time while you have given A grade in the report card? How many times you came to the situation when you say get out from the class? We do systematic analysis with the primary teachers to know how come if this candidate is spent 20 years into the profession but is still showing unethical and involved into the misconduct or some wrong practices. How it is possible? We teachers are 20, 50 teachers looking with the 100 eyes on you. How our 100 eyes got mistake to identify the candidate real character during the 4 to 6 years or 7 years when he was a student. Okay. So in the profession, we once say the altruism is caring about the needs and happiness of other people. Once you are a student even, you must take care of each other. This is a good character. It is not necessary to greet someone without any reason, but if you notice that in your class, someone have a problem, you must help to the peers. That will build your good character rather than I am the first in the class. Is not directly proportional to get respect of the peers. Having the first position dedicated to you, to the candidate who achieved, but having a good moral characters, having good behavior, impact others' life. And that is the plus point. Once you graduate, people will recall your good worthy life rather than who was the topper. Honors and integrity. Integrity we must have like great respect and admiration of others, being honest and having a strong moral principles in our own. The third point is very difficult. This is admit to our own errors. How many of you, please raise the hand, जो कभी तुमने अपनी गलती को एक्सेप्ट किया है? 6 hands. The rest have not did any mistake, so they have not asked the apology also. Caring and compassion. Caring may be by words, by touch and feel. If you notice that, have you heard about the name of Mother Teresa? Mother Teresa का नाम जानते हैं ना आप लोग? Whenever the things comes in your mind, when we talk about care, the face of Mother Teresa always pop up in the mind. Am I right? In terms of caring. Why it is so? From that time, so many NGOs, if you notice in India itself, 8,000 NGOs has been registered. Budget of community proposal. She has never drawn a drawing on the white paper. She just taking the hands, doing care, like mother do not have any record of care. Which mother is maintaining a diary for the care that today I have given the bath 2 times and 1 time, something like that. Because she is caring by heart. When someone is caring by heart, you know, you cannot be examined or you cannot in a capacity actually to evaluate her in that way. Okay. So once you be graduate or into the profession even, you must have a respect all other institutional staff, respect to the patients. Huh? We never asked you to cry. We asked you to empathize towards the patient. Show the empathy rather than sympathy. So when you are the person having a white coat on your body into the hospital, you no need to cry for someone who just died. But you should have a respect, you should have empathy. Okay? Because why we not allowed to cry in a ward? Because if you started crying in a ward, having the relatives there, the person who is sitting, the patient who is sitting just in front of you, watching very much with the good hope to the doctor and to the pharmacist there, he should not get nervous, he should not get disappointed, he should not start thinking that even the doctor is crying here, who will save my life? So we always say, many times we do have the events into the ward when our eyes are wet. So what we do? We go outside the ward for a while. When we cannot manage our emotions, we have to go out to express our emotion. You cry into your room, but you are not allowed to cry in front of the patients. Must show empathy. Take responsibility of share when working in a team. Teachers are giving some responsibilities, assignment into the team of 5 students, and in that you always be 1 student working and 4 student is hanging on the 1 student. Okay? But everyone get the same marks. Then how to identify the efforts of each and every individual? So teamwork, we have to learn how best we can do it. Arrives on time, you know, the many organizations do not have any biometrics, do not have any attendance register. So, whenever you will notice that the organization which do not have biometrics and attendance register, you will also notice another thing with their moral. Okay, that is why they are not giving. It's not a liberty that they are giving to you. They know that this candidate will come on time. Accountability of deadlines, completing assignments, you know, we always think that, oh yeah, project पूरा करना है, practical पूरा करना है, इसकी कॉपी ले आओ, उस लड़की की कॉपी बहुत अच्छी है, साफ सुथरी दिखती है, उसकी कॉपी ले आओ. What will happen at the end? When the girl has made the practical record, she used her mind, pen, observation, thinking, thought, everything. But when you make your copy, you only copy and pasting that things. So when you will, the copycat will not work. The candidate who already thought and think, she may be writing very faster than you most of the time. And you are looking with the angled eyes most of the time. Correct? So now, every parents, every teacher want to excel their students, their kids. There is no father who do not know, who do not wish that my guy, my boy or girl, my son or daughter should not have a number 1 position. Everyone thinks. But again, I told you, every organization have only one position, to be number one. So you should not too much pressurize that candidate. Many times, many guardians, parents and institutions even, they become very critical on the performance, and sometimes end up with people, end up with suicide attempts, sometimes they choose wrong path, sometimes they quit from the profession. So it is our responsibility as a teacher how to make or how to change the syllabus in a more entertainment way or easy way where the candidate able to understand the all philosophy. Okay? Perhaps it's not easy. So leadership. How many of you feel that have a good leader? You have a good leadership quality. Okay. So if you ask one thing that if you feel that you have a good leadership quality, when did you notice that you have a very good leadership quality? Like at this stage, even if you have a batch representative of your class, the batch representative is managing many things actually, coordination with the staff and coordinating with you, you are fighting. He is the decision maker finally. He is the buffering candidate between the class and teacher. He cannot be an enemy of staff, he cannot be an enemy of peers. So his situation is very tough. I consider leadership quality even as a batch like if you have. So if you are in an interview and person is asking that, where did you show your leadership quality? You can say, I took this position. I was up to 3 years, 4 years as a batch rep of my class. During this period, I have gone through the number of challenges where the class got disputes, conflicts and institution came into the trouble. I have suggested something and resolved the matter. So as I told you, empathy is the ability to understand another person's feeling. Many times, did you notice one thing? On and off, in the newspaper you come to know that in particular hospital, the patient relatives has beaten the doctor. Or patient relatives have fought with the healthcare people. Why it is happening? It is your pure job. Sometimes doctors are thinking this is my 24-hour job, so I can celebrate my birthday into the ward. They feel that out of 24 hours, I am working here 18 hours. So today I am the doctor, it is my birthday and I have started celebrating birthday near to the ward where the patient relative is observing you. That the bunch of the doctors celebrating the birthday of someone, and whoever is in the pain on the bed, his patient relative get panicked while seeing that you are in the comfort zone, you are happy. So when someone is in the pain zone, he will never like to be happy people around. So he will come back to you, you are wasting the time. My father have this issue, I told 3 times to come on my bed, you are not coming to my bed. Finally, you will lose the empathy. So doctors, healthcare providers, pharmacists, nurses, whoever is working, must show the empathy, never show your body language or something to the patient or patient relative that you are not empathized towards the patient. If you love to celebrate, celebrate alone. If you love to cry, cry alone. If you want to be happy alone. For the healthcare provider, this is the most important learning for you. Okay, I hope most of you are humble in nature. Coming back to the ethics. How many of you are familiar with this photo? Very good. So this photo which has given the realization to the world that we should have WHO. Whenever you will go in any WHO building, in the front wall, you will always find this photo, which is reminding them why WHO has been formed. This picture has been taken by the Calvin Carter in Africa. So there was the what is called campaign. So they are distributing the food. They were distributing the food supply, and all the village people, they went to the campaign site to get food. What happened? This girl was alone into the village and crawling towards the campaign to reach and to get food. While she was moving towards the campaign, the vulture was waiting for her death. So the girl was suffering from nutritional issues. So Calvin Carter took the picture. He came back. He was a journalist and photographer. So when he published the the photo got viral within a day. And he got Pulitzer Award. The Pulitzer Award is the best award into the photography of the world. So when he got Pulitzer Award, after that just honor, he faced the journalist. The one lady journalist asked the question, so Calvin Carter, may I know what happened finally to the girl? उस लड़की के साथ finally क्या हुआ? उसको vulture ने मार दिया, क्या किया? The Calvin Carter do not have any answer there, and he was silent. So that lady has wrote the critics remark on the newspaper next day that we are giving the Pulitzer Award for photography to this man who do not have basic human ethics. Why this man has not saved the life of the girl? However, we are giving too much honor to him to giving award of Pulitzer Award. So finally what happened is this actually controversy took a lot of rise, and after few days the person, the awardee, the Calvin Carter, he went to his school and committed suicide. And this actually whole event and this picture finally given the direction to all healthcare providers that we must have organization like WHO which can help to all poor countries, and from that time we keep on continue giving share of our money from each country to the WHO for the common fund. Okay, that is how we are managing the global health issues. So after graduation you are getting this kind of book. We all pharmacists, right? I hope so till now you are getting the green book, right? The registration book, right? Don't underestimate the power of this book. You will only realize if you do misconduct, they will call you. In the first hearing, the court will say, he is the registered pharmacist. We are getting your registered book back as a licensed book back. Unless the cases or charges is on you are not concluded by the court, this particular license will be under our control. So they will take your pride. They will take your registration is your pride. Giving you this example, this lady actually was pregnant and she consulted with the doctor. So doctor has said that you go to the pharmacy and buy this medicine. So when this girl went to the pharmacy to ask abortifacient medicine for abortion, the pharmacist who was working there, the lady from the different religions, where in that religion actually abortion is not allowed. So she said, I cannot dispense this medicine because my religion doesn't allow me to do this act. So what this girl did it, she went to Twitter and she has wrote on a Twitter that today I visited to the Wall Pharmacy and Wall Pharmacist says that I will not provide this medication. So if the baby who is inside me is not healthy and he need abortion. So I can get septicemia if I am not aborting on time. So this one pharmacist is putting me in a life-threatening situation. Do you believe that one thing? Within a one day, the wall pharmacist shares dropped down. The wall pharmacy shares brought very much down within a day. Your business of wall pharmacist went off. So what is the moral of the story here is to be indicating that when you are professional, your religious beliefs should not impact on your professional act. So, being a healthcare provider, you must be knowing that patient confidentiality. We always take it very seriously, like any unmarried girl getting pregnancy, and you are the working pharmacist there in a hospital. So this info is very much confidential. If you belong to the same village, for example, the girls also belong to the same village, you also belong to the same village. If you cascaded this message back to the village that this particular girl came in this hospital to get such type of treatment, and if that girl complain against you, I am telling you, no one can save your license. You will be 100% get termination on your license and job. Why? Involved into the conflicts with the patient confidentiality. So the patient confidentiality is very much important. Even you cannot share with your colleagues, you cannot share with anyone. This one I always love to teach my students, like, it doesn't look good. In healthcare sector, in examination hall, I believe that there should not be any single teacher. Because if you are involved in cheating, how I can believe that once you start managing my patient, your heart, mind and hands will not involve into the wrong practice. How I can trust? So if you are looking here and there, it means really you are not a stable guy to send you into the world. Some people involved in hacking of computers. So, okay, what you are going to do, say for example, you are getting question paper outside in corridor, and you are the year 3 student and you got that question paper. What you are going to do with that question paper? एक क्वेश्चन पेपर तुम्हें इस बरामदे में बाहर मिलता है, तुमने उसको उठाया, क्या करोगे? रख लूंगा, बांट दूंगा, न्यूज़ में जाके न्यूज़ पेपर में पब्लिश कर दूंगा कि बुद्धा इंस्टीट्यूट के टीचर प्रॉपर्ली नहीं रखते क्वेश्चन पेपर, सेल कर दूंगा, या अपने प्रिंसिपल या एग्जामिनेशन कंट्रोलर या रजिस्ट्रार के पास जाके बोलूँगा कि ये मिला है, मैंने भी नहीं देखा है, बस मुझे ये बताए क्वेश्चन पेपर है। ठीक है, क्या कहना है? The day you will do this one, you see the pride of yours. You see how principal, registrar and people are looking on you. You no need to be address yourself, they will always recall you. Discipline, which is considered as a dress code, attendance, disruption of the class. Most of the time, like students do not like to come in dress code. How many of you like to come in dress code? 4, 5, 6. Okay. Again, question arises here: why we focus on the dress code? Sometimes, like, students love to say, I do not like the system which is judging on my clothes, not on my intellect, not on my knowledge, something. I am telling you, The reason behind the dress code is so many, are so many. Like when you go to the army, navy, how do you feel? The 1 centimeter, 1 millimeter, when they are standing in the position, did you notice coherence? So once you are a doctor, or pharmacist, once you are in the ward, pharmacists always love to fight each other. They love to say that I am equal to the doctors and I am not behind the doctors. I am telling you, you are not actually behind or above the doctors, you are colleague. Doctors, pharmacists, nurses, all are colleagues. Don't try to put like someone is upper, someone is down. Those who are trying it, they are doing wrong. You are just colleague into the healthcare sector where you are looking how to manage the patient effectively. So the candidate, those who believe that the organization unnecessarily forcing you to come in a dress code, we are making you just disciplined. The candidate who cannot dress properly and cannot address properly, the candidate cannot do anything in the life. Notice it. For the great success, you must dress and address properly first to the next person or the next situation. What you are doing in interview, dress and address. First thing, to get a good feedback. So how do you feel if you are coming like this? Should not. So how do you feel when this kind of doctors do you see in a ward? You are holding your mother who needs the emergency care and all doctors are like that. Which doctor you will prefer? Why you want to search the grey hair people at that time? Once when the campus interviews are going on, when the companies are coming, that day you are coming fantastically, excellent. White shirt, black tie, black pant, black shoes, polish. That is the only one day you are coming very much properly when you are coming for a job interview. On that day, why do you feel that this dress is really important for you? Because you know that if I will not go properly, they will throw me out. Okay? Look it is unprofessional, okay? This is unprofessional. This is unprofessional. Have you ever seen that doctors having 5 rings in a hand? They don't like it. You may go to your canteen, you may go to your hostel in this slippers and flip-flops, but should never try to come in professional place. The reason is, whoever coming back to your organization, you are the seed of this organization. You are the seed. We are looking the seed, how the seed is. So you look from other side. You go from the other side, how they are looking on you. They will only understand why we are chasing you or insisting you to be. Okay, this is just a. You notice anything? Attendance tell you many things. Number 1, inconsistency. Number 2, laparwa. Some organizations during the interview they ask this question when this student was the student. How career stage in a corporate, once you become employee, that excuses that tummy pain, head pain, my wife, my life, oh my God, thanks God. We'll continue to get a reason to get absent from the, and you feel that you are the only person where the God has makes the problem for you purposefully. So when some students, when they do multiple times, the teacher identifies them. So once they come even this right and left, he's signing some copies and he said, हाँ क्या हुआ? नहीं आना है, जाना है. It means teacher able to frame you now means he is making your image like excuser, away from the problem, not able to cope up, something like that. So try not to be like make like that image where if I get any feedback from your teacher, that feedback say, oh, I am not sure about the comedian. Disruption in the class, we love to do it, correct? So when the teacher is teaching, because you have not prepared the lecture, so you will never feel it. Those who were the students and become teacher, they know it. That maintaining and managing one lecture is how difficult it is. So when someone is not listening your lecture, you will get hurt. And finally, who is sufferer here? Who is sufferer here? Not the teacher. Teacher is as an employee getting salary on the time from your money. So when you are killing the time in the class or you are disturbing the class environment, you are responsible for your role. Not the organization, not the teacher, nothing. You are damaging yourself. How many of you know about this term plagiarism? Please raise the hand. Plagiarism. It is something different from cheating. Plagiarism is like, like here the assignment has been submitted and you came, you took the bunch of pages out and put your page, took the first page out, put your page, name this one and submitted. My submission done. Okay? This is something misconduct. Plagiarism somehow is when you are taking the advantage of others' work in many ways. Okay? It's a wide bit than simple cheating. How many of you, if your teacher email has been left open into your class? Say for example, he forget to shut down. How many of you go back to tell the teacher that your email is still open, or how many times you scroll the mouse up and down and search exam question paper, sending the bank account? Once you not find anything bank account exam, rubbish. Okay? Tell the teacher you do not have any asset in your email. Right? So do not involve in such malpractices. If you feel that any teacher forget like this, must help him to close the information. Last but not least, we say that a high standard of professional conduct is expected of you at all the time, both off and in and off campus. Meaning, you should not behave nicely within the class. Once you go in the campus outside, you should behave the same. Especially once you cross your organization is most important, because when you involve into the wrong practices, you are under dress code. Everyone can identify this is the candidate from the Buddha group of institution. Why it is different behavior like this? So finally they are talking about your organization, from where you are going to get graduate. So try your best to have a good image of your organization always, because the more you will uplift your organization, vice versa, the most beneficial you will be. No other, your teachers not, you will be your most beneficial. Because once you go other institute for interview, they will say, oh, you are from Buddha Institute, you are from IMT, you are from ITM, something like that. Because it highly depends on the image what you have created into the market. Your market value will be decided from there. So with this thought, I am here. If you have any gut questions, you can ask me. I love to answer you. So with 22 years of almost we have done in this pharmacy area. If you have any good question, please ask. Yes.
Hello.
थैंक यू सर, थैंक यू फॉर द अपॉर्चुनिटी। सर मेरा कहने का मतलब ये मोटिव है सर, आप बताएं ड्रेसिंग बहुत ज़्यादा इंपॉर्टेंट होता है सर। हम लोगों ने बहुत सारे हॉस्पिटल्स में देखा है, अच्छे अच्छे हॉस्पिटल्स में देखा है, बहुत सारे डॉक्टर, बहुत अच्छे अच्छे डॉक्टर उतना ज़्यादा वेल ड्रेस नहीं रहते, वो सिंप्लिसिटी पसंद करते हैं ऐसा। तो फिर आपका मीन मतलब ड्रेसिंग से क्या था, उसको थोड़ा
मैं क्लासिफाई करता हूँ।
थैंक यू सर।
मैं क्लासिफाई करता हूँ। Did you notice that the pharmacists are always complaining that the public is not giving us respect as they are giving to the doctors? Did you notice that? One first thing comes your appearance. Whenever you go any pharmacy, the first two buttons are open. He is writing with the pen, having lot of shirt from top to bottom downside. I couldn't find any difference between the retail shop person or retail pharmacist. In appearance. That is how we always say, first dress yourself and address yourself. Reflection starts from you. Second, there are some doctors into the public hospitals, civil hospitals. Do not consider under simplicity, frankly speaking. They are just saying that because of their comfort zone. You go to Medanta, you go to Apollo, you go to the Vedanta, look the dress code of the doctor. So there is the two camps. In public, we are not forcing them for any dress. In this summer season, I wore this one here. I am feeling bit hot, but I am presenting myself. I wore it. I will throw it out just after that because situational. So it is never the excuse. You go to military army hospital, you look from top to bottom, everyone will get dress code. So where you have seen it is a civil hospital or the general hospital, you will never find in any good hospital. Where you are saying good hospital, no. Good hospitals when we consider here, Medanta, Manipal University, you go PGI, sorry not PGI, you go to some other group of institutions which are working in a private sector, they are fantastically always been a dress code. And for your information, the audits, the government audits, most of the time they come to the private organization to chase for these factors. In general, they don't visit government hospitals. Okay, so don't consider PGI Chandigarh, these civil hospitals, public hospitals, district hospitals for this reason. They are actually, as per protocol, they are bound to be in a dress code, but they are not following.
सर वन मोर क्वेश्चन सर, बहुत सारी सिचुएशन ऐसी होती है कि सर जब पेशेंट को अगर कुछ मिसहैपनिंग हो जाती है तो सर उस कंडीशन में जो भी उसके रिलेटिव्स होते हैं सर वो बहुत ज़्यादा अग्रेसिव हो जाते हैं। तो उस मतलब इन्वायरमेंट में अपने आप को कैसे मतलब अपना एथिक्स और मोटिवेशन बनाए रखें ताकि अपना मतलब संतुलन डिसबैलेंस ना करें और अपने आप को अच्छे से रिप्रेजेंट कैसे कर सकते हैं उस सिचुएशन में?
Very good question. This is not happening only in the hospital. This is most of the time happening when the customer, I am taking the term customer, not the patient here. Patient also a customer in a hospital. The reason behind this is, if there is transparency, this issue will not happen. Say for example, many places wherever you go, especially in Indian scenario, there is no digital system. Like you went, you push the button, you get your number by yourself. Once you get your number yourself, you know that on the screen your number is after this time. no one is going to fight. Again, when the observer, here the patient relative, they see that there is no empathy in this doctor. I am here from 4 a.m. morning. I came with the mother, waiting for the doctor. This is 10 a.m. But till now, doctor has not even thinking to report that I will be late. How come you reach to this position like a god? You will act in this misbehavior way. Everyone have a valid time. Maybe I am also doctor and I am waiting for my weak mother to take care of. Maybe I am the pilot. Maybe I am the other professional candidate. So you do not give any guarantee and any pride to the doctors that you should ignore someone's presence or kill someone's time. So when they see that you are not focusing on the client, not focusing on the patient, but you are here and there always, running here and there, not focusing, they are fighting on this without good. So if you notice that they have started fight, the first thing is you must know the cause of fighting. Cause of fighting is the most of the time is ignored behavior. You have to identify and rectify immediately. And if you notice that you cannot help this patient in this 30 minutes, at least you come 1 or 2 times to the patient that we are trying to do this one. Okay, this is the content, this is the medicine, is not available here, we are trying from the other hospitals, making you clear what is our situation. Something be transparent, so at least the person can be calm himself. Most of the people are always be angry because of our bad attitude, ignorance behavior, empathetic behavior, or taking as a grant. So try not to do it.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
Okay, guys? Yes? Okay. If there is no question, it's fine. Subjects or what contents are most important for you during the graduation, specifically if you would like to want to go overseas or foreign countries. So which subjects are coming up in your mind at the moment? Okay, well, I answer you. All subjects are good. All subjects are good. If you look my time when I have did masters in pharmacy practice, I did almost 7 interviews in India, and everywhere I got one answer during the interview that why you would like to join here. इसका scope तो foreign में अच्छा है. So I got disappointed after 7 interviews, and I decided to come out from this country because I feel that at that time the country was not able to give the enough pride to my specialization. So my suggestion to you is India is fantastically and excellently doing well in terms of both sides, research and development side also, pharmacy practice or PharmD side also. As your courses are M.Pharm pharmacy practice or PharmD. Both have different angles of area. In the past 30, 40, 50 years, India is well recognized for its research and development side, R&D. So whoever the candidate is specialized from pharmaceutics, pharmacology, pharmacognosy, these are the major subjects of your own, pharmaceutical chemistry and all, always get good job. Many of them have completed 20, 30 years while sitting in USA, not able to come even right now. So R&D is fantastic, no doubt. Whole world appreciate R&D of India. So they love to consume these all people those who do masters, PhD and postdoc. So your postdoc is from overseas most of the time, so generally they give good respect to you. Good honorarium, good salary. So R&D you keep one side. If you look, another side is practice. So once you go to the practice, you may be the M.Pharm in clinical pharmacy practice, or having PharmD degree, or having B.Pharm degree. All are eligible. All are eligible to go and work in pharmacy practice area. Okay. Apart from this, you may focus, which is going to give you for next 20 to 30 years job. Your graduation can be B.Pharm, but you just amalgamate with digital health or artificial intelligence. This is going to secure your 30 years job definitely, because if you notice the budget of this time Indian budget also, a huge amount into the healthcare sector only given to the area of artificial intelligence and digital health. We are coming with the proposal of having zero paper concept in hospitals. And I am telling you, you will laugh inside that we cannot prescribe doctors to write electronic prescription. Did you notice into the late when the 2000 around, when the computer was introduced into the banks, at that time the people, those who are having a grey hairs, using the middle finger on the keyboards like this, and they always say that the computer cannot replace my work. And did you notice now what's happened? You are using Paytm. You even don't need of any bank. So the digitalization process and technology can handicap any profession at any time. Did you notice where the ATM will go now? Who is going ATM now? How many times? Most of the guys now PhonePe, UPI, and now e-Rupee is coming. You are completely lost. Your finger will forget the touch of physical currency. I am promising you within 5 years. So now the question is, now to come to this area like digital health and artificial intelligence, your focus is you start doing it some small certificate course into the area of artificial intelligence and digital health. If you love to go in practice area, good clinical practice certification you can try. And again you have to decide in which countries you would like to go ahead, in the Asian countries or Europe side. So the planning will go accordingly, because the needs of the countries are, minimum eligibility criteria is different, but one criteria is most essential, which is English efficiency language test. So IELTS and TOEFL, etc. you must cross it once you are in year 3 or year 4. You can give the IELTS examination. At least you should have IELTS band of 6.5 to apply overseas. Okay. So two things are most important to be ready while you are in B.Pharm. One is passport. Second is IELTS. English efficiency language test. Why passport is needed? Because now almost every foreign application starts from first section is passport number. So if you do not have passport number, you will not go to the next page even. So even though someone would like to hire you, cannot hire you just because your passport is not ready with you. They cannot wait 2, 3, 4, 5 months that whenever you will complete your passport, then I will call you. It's not like the situation. People need you within 2 months in their organization. So should be smart, active and on the time. Any further question in the gut? I believe I took enough time for you. The next speaker may be waiting for you.